So we're going to do a quick recap. This was pretty obvious the moment I saw this that we'd be seeing the Vegito. If you've watched the stream, yes, Vegito's coming. Get ready for people to say we still don't have a standalone Super Vegito in the game, because obviously he is not a standalone Super Vegito. It looks like he is a fusion character. They even go on to say that he's a fusion character, so get ready for that bit. Get ready for them to throw out the old, oh man, still no standalone Vegito. Buckle up. Either way, Tenka Muso seems to be the theme of the celebration, with it meaning second to none in the whole world. I mean, like, how could this mean anything but Vegito is coming, right? But obviously, we have seen other characters pop in as well, and we'll get to those in a second. But they say the campaign concept is to dive into the world of Dragon Ball with a focus on Dragon Ball Z. And one of the things that made me laugh was this says, as well as Dragon Ball, which means we're getting a free-to-play character. As well as Dragon Ball is fucking crazy. This is a crazy bar to get off. None of the other ones say as well as. What the fuck? Dragon Ball Cooper's down forever, man. So sad. As well as they said the shit that changed anime forever is a sidebar, but I guess we knew that already. As we head over to the actual presentation of the characters, we have this login bonus, which looks pretty juicy. Tickets are always nice, and the reason they're so nice is because, let's just skip through, it's going to be 6 characters. I guess I could go back to the actual show of concepts here, but yeah, here we go. It's going to be 6 characters, so 3 here, 2 carnivals, 1 festival. What this alludes to me is that the carnivals are going to have 2 leader skills each, probably. You have to remember that, and here's the biggest point of the video. We haven't seen kits. We haven't seen zones or red zones or anything. But what you need to understand is 6? This is going to be the 6 most powerful characters in the game. So half the top 10 list you expect to be strong is already getting moved off the list. Isn't that crazy? Like, we should be expecting them to move a bunch of favorite characters off the list. Characters like, who can I think of that's like good but fringe? Maybe characters like Janemba. Characters like Gohan's. I mean, there are a few that aren't catching my eye currently because I'm not looking at anything. But yeah, I mean, you should expect for a lot of characters to get moved off. But I guess we could talk a little more about the. Here is what I wanted to go into. So the miraculous power born from the strongest duo, going to be the Dokkan Fest, and then family and rivals, right? So we go here, born from the miraculous duo. So we're getting a Vegito and a Gogeta. Or, alternatively, and you need to, lock in with me, I said that there might be some crossover between celebrations like Legends Fest and Dokkan. We might be getting Super Vegito Part 1 that fuses, and then Part 2 is actually a standalone Blue Vegito. Deadass. I really don't know what they do for Super that's big enough, you know what I mean? Like, think about that. What do they put in the next? Actually, no. Because they said and movies, so it probably will involve movies in some way. It probably will be a Gogeta. But I still don't think this means that this is dead. In fact, I think they go back to Super, and maybe we see the Goku Black, honestly. But it said the carnivals will be the... We can go back here again. Friends and family and rivals. Could it be interesting? Rivals, typically, by the way, aren't characters who remain villains. Things like sworn enemies are characters who remain villains. Rivals typically denotes characters like Piccolo, like Vegeta, etc. So we should be looking at a completely Super anniversary, which, I mean, you can feel however you want about that. It sort of is what it is, but how do I feel about this so far? Like, when I just, like, raw take a look at the arts here? I mean, I have no problem with it. One of the only negatives to Dokkan Battle always going with like the safest option, and this isn't me being a hater genuinely, it's just that like it is predictable. Like, we kind of knew. The only thing that's new information here is that they're going to be 6, and that was something even Goresh predicted, and it's something I spoke on as well, which is it's looking very possible. I didn't think they'd pull the trigger, but they pulled the trigger, so it is what it is. So 6 in total. Probably a fully Super unit anniversary, if I had to guess. I can't imagine they don't just make it that. And yeah, pretty good. A Super Saiyan 3 Goku. What is leading? I guess he's a Super Saiyan 3 buff as well. And he leads GT. And then, of course, the GT duo who are Easy Yang go on his team. God Goku, or UI Goku and Vegeta, but specifically they list Evolved Vegeta. So I imagine this will be a character that maybe has a dual attack. If you remember the Android 17 and 18 from the Tournament of Power, that Int character, they have a sort of dual attack that they use Goku for, but they themselves are not a Goku unit. And then this is just our standard Majin Buu saga. You know what this could mean? Is that the people who assumed Super Saiyan 2 Gohan could be right. Because if we're to believe that this is going to be our Gogeta over here, miraculous power born of the strongest duo, this will be our Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta apparently. Family and Rivals probably looks like a Gohan, and then maybe a... no, it can't be a standalone, be a standalone Goku. What is that slot? I'm so assuming this is a Gohan now. This is Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Super cool reveal. If you've been watching, I've been telling people to save and that literally nothing else is worth it. Because, like, I don't know, how did people get talked into pulling for, like, Namek Vegeta? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But, you know, not to boohoo anyone. Should be cool. New events coming up. New characters are in full swing. They all look amazing. Who am I pulling for first? I'm gonna have to see the kits. I'm pretty partial to all these characters, but I always say pull DFE, and that doesn't change. DFE is the most important, unless they change carnivals in some way, but I don't think they will. So I'm probably pulling DFE, and then I might just wait for part 2. I don't want to go all in and then miss out on whatever part 2 could be. And if it's DFE Vegito, DFE Gogeta, I do want to be there for it, unfortunately. Hopefully they split these up. I don't think they will. Hopefully it's dual carnival banner or something. If this is just 3 banners, it's going to be so rough for people. Please, please, please be careful with what you decide to pull on here. But that's going to do it for me. Like if you like the video, subscribe to go to the club. How do you feel about the 6 character avenue Dokkan's going with? We all go make it. Peace.